but the links are relatively weak. An even more differentiated view of intelligence was offered by J.P. Guilford, another American psychologist. Spearman had argued that there was just one kind of intelligence, Thurstone that there were 7 primary mental abilities. Guilford argued that there was a whole host of mental abilities, a very large number of them, that could be classified according to a 3-dimensional scheme. This was known as the structure of intellect. The first dimension was content. There were 4 broad areas of information to which people applied their intellectual abilities. First, there was figural content, acquired through seeing and other sensory faculties. Then there was symbolic information, such as the numbers and the letters of the alphabet. There was semantic information, acquired in terms of words or sentences. And then there was behavioral information, acquired through the acts of some other person. The second dimension consisted of operations, or various kinds of intellectual processes. There was evaluation, the ability to judge whether information is accurate or valid. Convergent production was the ability to come up with the single solution to a problem, as expressed in rule-following or problem-solving behavior. Divergent production was the ability to generate multiple solutions to the same problem. Memory obviously had to do with the ability to encode and retrieve information. And cognition had to do with the ability to understand and comprehend information. These operations were applied to contents to yield products, the outcome of some kind of intellectual processing. These products consisted of units or single items of knowledge, classes, which were groups of units that shared common attributes like concepts and categories, relations that linked units as opposites or associations or sequences or analogies or metaphors, systems comprising networks of multiple related relations, transformations in which one kind of knowledge was converted into another kind of knowledge, and implications, the ability to make predictions or inferences or to anticipate the consequences of some item of knowledge. There were 4 types of content, 5 possible operations, and 6 products that yielded 120 different abilities. So for Guilford, intelligence isn't one thing, it's not even 7 things. It's 120 things. And that wasn't the end of the theory. I've just presented the classic version of Guilford's structure of intellect theory, which entails 120 different kinds of intelligence. But Guilford lived for another 20 years, he kept refining his theory, and before he died he had gotten up to 180 different intellectual abilities, or different kinds of intelligence. Each ability representing a combination of a particular operation applied to a particular content area to generate a particular product. It's all a little overwhelming, but Guilford devoted his entire career to developing tests to measure each of these various abilities. Perhaps the most important contribution of Guilford's theory, however, is his distinction between convergent thinking and divergent thinking. We usually think of intelligence in terms of the person's ability to get the answer to a problem and to get it quickly and to get it right, implying that there's just one answer, it's either right or wrong. But the essence of creativity is to come up with novel solutions to problems. Guilford argued that divergent thinking, creative thinking, was at least as important as convergent thinking, getting the one right answer. And he stimulated a new line of research on the nature of creative thinking and creative problem solving. The last of the classic